And some tips on when you're learning the language, or even when you're going to sit the IELTS exams, the Ielts exams. And any of you that are looking to go to another country for education or for work purposes, you know that you're going to need this exam to be able to be in those other countries. So you want to do a good job on those exams, and also just for yourself, and if you're passionate about learning another language. Grammar is extremely important in any language, your own language of Bangla, as well as learning English. I know people get tired of hearing me talk about if you're not pronouncing words right, sometimes they take on a whole different meaning than what you intended. And there are some things that almost everyone I know in Bangladesh speaks these words incorrectly. Development. It's consistently spoken and pronounced development. That is incorrect. If those of us that are native English speakers are listening to you talk about, say, building a school or creating something, and you say development too many times, we think you're talking about the devil. And that's what it sounds like to us. You're talking about the devil, and we really don't want to hear anybody talk about the devil. And I'm pretty sure in your language, no one wants to hear you talk about the devil either. So the word is development. The emphasis on the second syllable, development. That's the correct pronunciation of the word, meaning to create something or build something. You're passing a new school that is in the process of being developed. So that's the correct pronunciation, so just bear with me on that. I know you've heard that before from me. And also in pronunciation, you want to slow down and speak slower. Sometimes that's annoying to those people who are used to hearing the language spoken in a faster manner. But those who are not native speakers, if you slow down and speak loud enough and with confidence, your meaning will come across a little bit more clear. So I know that was irritating hearing me speak that way. But yes, slow down in your pronunciations, in your speech. Just slow down. And don't speak so soft that you don't have the confidence that people can't understand what you're saying because you're speaking too soft and too fast, whether you're speaking correctly or not. Now, I know that was annoying also, but just giving you a little bit of what I teach or have taught in the past. Correct use of sentences. That's very important as well, because the meaning can take on something totally different than what you intended. So, be clear in what you mean with the sentence that you're trying to say, the words that you're trying to get across, and the meaning of what you're talking about. So, if you're going to be giving a speech or talking to other people, it's helpful if you go over the sentences and make sure what you're talking about is going to be easily understood. Some things that you can do is reading out loud. Getting a book, a magazine, articles, anything like that, and I would suggest changing that up to do different types of reading. Read out loud and in front of a mirror. If you have a recording device or some way you can record what you're reading so you can play it back and hear where you might be making mistakes, that's very helpful. Also very helpful is to have a partner that's also interested in learning the language, and the two of you can work together. Now that partner can be anybody, a friend, a neighbor, your parents, a sibling, anyone that will be willing to work with you on a consistent basis to learn the language a little better. So, something you can do is read out loud to each other, and either record each other or give each other some constructive criticism. And also, a big thing especially on the Ielts exams, is listening and comprehension. That's where most people get the lowest scores. So listening is very, very important. I would suggest have another person read a paragraph to you, and then you summarize what you thought you heard in that paragraph. That is one of the most helpful things that you can do. Practice with each other, practice different reading material so that you get used to different, because you don't know what's going to be on those exams, and you don't know the background of the people that you're going to be talking with at times. So those are some tips that you can use to help you in your performance and learning to speak better English and also better in your own language. So thank you for listening here. This is Marianne. Thank you again. Bye-bye.